It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Oilers' sure-handed tight end.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now a first carry here for the running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Shoves him aside. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But you look at this defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pressure comes and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And on now is the punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Ramsey, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week.
In trouble, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Purdy now to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Ramsey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Right back to him on 1st down.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. But you look at this defense.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
A second down throw for Purdy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
And 8 yards to go.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ramsey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Mills. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, Oilers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Purdy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On first down, Ramsey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Ramsey. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. And he returns this to the 22. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence minutes after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Houston set to take over. And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing middle, and it's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to number 9. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Final play of the half. Purdy. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Operating from the gun. Jones working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need...
Here's a diving catch right side. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Purdy looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And now out comes Houston. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on first down. Ramsey, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
On 1st down, it's Ramsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Ramsey, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Jones. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Jones throwing on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play.
Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Oilers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Condors nothing.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
2nd and 10. Here's Purdy.
He'll call Nelson's number yet again. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Ramsey.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 12. 1st down, Oilers.
Throwing Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Ramsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll try again.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Oilers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a throw here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They run the counter. Ramsey. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Newton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll run again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? You put points on the board, so if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
At the 33-yard line.
On 1st down, Purdy. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Now Purdy. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers, meanwhile you force turnovers.